Okay, home from work Thursday night. We're going to go on our little camping trip tomorrow night. So we thought we'd show you how we put all this together and how easy this is. So what do you do when you want to take water with you and you want nice water and you don't want to have to go out and buy cases of water or bottles of water with plastic that ends up floating in the ocean and stuff? You go to Cabela's and you buy one of these things. It's 25 bucks or so. It's a Reliance 5-gallon water container. And this is cool because it's got this little valve here that works, so when you set it down like this, the water comes out of it. You can turn the valve on, turn it off. This is what we fill our coffee pot with, coffee press. This is what we use for cooking water when we boil it. And this is our drinking water. We have another container where we get local water, whatever is available in the area. It's a little plastic collapsible. So that gives us like 10 gallons, which is way more than enough for just a weekend camping trip. So this is filtered water. We have a water filter on our system. And I'm just going to go like this. And we're going to walk away for a while because it's going to take a while to fill this up. Go into the back seat and pop the little headrest off. Drop the seat, close it, and slide it all the way forward. To this. Second thing we'll do is go get the other headrest. And it looks like it's already slid all the way forward, but we'll check. So that's slid all the way forward. Just as a safety precaution, when I put this thing in here, I don't want to mess up my leather seats, so I'm going to take this guy right here and we put some zip ties on it, and it's going to go in, which way does it go? That way, and it's going to cover the seats. And literally one person can do this. It's easier if you have two people, but somebody's got to film this thing.
I have the easy job.
And so that's going to cover that, and then we're going to go to the other side and tuck it in. And what this will do is this will protect the seat against any potential. We wanted as much headroom as we could have, so this frame that I'm about to put in here barely fits over the top of this. But in a bump, who knows? The seat could pop up. Didn't want to scratch it or rub it. I really like my car. And
Like it so much we sleep in it.
so now it's time to put the bed frame into the car. I'm going to show you how easy it is for an old man to take this one bed frame here, and stick this into the car. You just pick it up. Doesn't weigh very much. I don't know how much it weighs, but it doesn't weigh very much. And what you want to do, if you have two people, you can pick it up on each side, and you can kind of, do your thing with it. Much easier. But in this case, you want to get the front end in. And then I just kind of ease it forward. Like that. And then I'm just going to walk it up there. Right here. And once it's on top, we just kind of walk it up like that. See, over the top of this nicely padded seat. And then it's going to drop down into that nice hole, and look how these just fit right here because it's all measured perfectly. And you just kind of arrange it where you want it. And so that's the bed frame.
And we didn't have to do anything with the length. Just cut a little bit of the legs off. Trim the legs a little bit. But the length was perfect.
There's another video that shows how we put this. There's another video that shows how we put this together and how we calculated the height of this. It really doesn't move around. We can go over bumps and slam on brakes. And when the mattress goes on this, it's very solid. So this is a 5-inch memory foam mattress. And we keep this inside because we don't want it to be in the garage. We sleep on it. And this is going to go in the back of the car. And so what we do is fold it up a little bit like that to get it started, because it does fit very well. It's a full-size mattress over a twin-size bed frame. And then so there you go. Perfect size mattress. Plenty of water, drink holders. And all we need to do now is make the bed. If you notice underneath here, we have plenty of room for these 2 storage containers. One of them is the one we pretty much cook out of, clean out of. It has, again, see one of our other videos, it's got the coffee press in it. It's got some other things we use when we're cooking. And this side of it, coffee and dishes and all kinds of cool stuff. So I'm going to take this. Doesn't weigh that much. I got these at Target. And oh my gosh, look at this. So there we go. There's one. This one has the water container I talked about. And this is camping water. This is just for washing dishes and hands and things like that. We'll fill this up at whatever local water supply we can get. Coleman stove, lanterns, flashlights, trash bags, first aid kit, lighters.
It's all the old Coleman stove too. It's what, 40 years old at least?
I already said we were old. This is this one goes in here on this side. And so if you look at that, that's a lot of stuff with still lots of room underneath here. You saw me fill up this water container earlier. So what do we do with this? This water container comes up right here, and it's really snug. And it looks great right here in that corner.
Mm-hmm.
It's all squared away. We have plenty of room for luggage or anything else we want to take. Remember, we're only going for 2 or 3 days, so this is not a big deal. This is a little wolf wise thing. This is perfect. This is a changing tent, and Sarah will put a link in the description for that. That fits just really nice right there. Now, once we fill up the cooler with food and ice and all the other cool stuff, so igloo cooler, this is going to go on top of this frame. And so how do we do that? Well, this is really easy. I'll show you. After the bed's made, which we're not going to bore you with, once the bed's made, this mattress actually gets rolled in half. So the bungee cord hooks on the bed underneath, and you want to be careful because obviously this will, potentially cause, you don't want the bungee cord to let go while you're working it to put your eye out. You can probably grab this right here and do both. Yes, so I'm going to roll this up, and then I'm going to come right here to this one bar that has the bolts in it, and we'll hook it.
It's bolted there in the middle.
And so the bed is folded in half right now, and we have all this space on top of this bed frame for luggage and this cooler. We'll put a Yeti cooler, we'll put whatever luggage we want to bring. One of the biggest issues when you go camping is how do you keep things cold? How do you keep meat cold? How do you keep cream for your coffee cold and butter from melting and all the other things? Well, we looked at refrigerators, Dometic refrigerators, and they just take up a lot of space. They're heavy, and then you got to run power to them and your maintenance. And we're going for a 2-3 day weekend, and we started thinking, what's the best way? So you buy a decent cooler. Love my Igloo cooler. It's not a Yeti, but it's a very good cooler. How do I know this? Because I can put ice in it, and it's still there without a lot of water in the bottom after 3 days. So how do you neatly do this? Well, turns out that my barbecue chicken recipe has a lot of vinegar in it. So I have lots of leftover empty bottles of half-gallon White House vinegar. Fill this up, leave a little room in the top so the water can expand. Just so happens that this fits perfectly in the bottom of this cooler. And I have 4 of these that I take with us every time we go. At the end of the weekend, it's always frozen. There's a little water inside of the containers. It's not messy. You stack right on top of it, and it makes it very simple. When we come back, I just take these same bottles out, stick them in the bottom tray, and we're ready to go the next weekend. So, what you doing?
This is Sunday. We got here Friday, and we still have ice. We put water in jugs and freeze them. It keeps the ice for several days.
Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I hope you get something out of it, and I hope you have amazing camping weekends. If you like this video, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you.